Oh, we're live. How about that? So I'm trying this out. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know anything. I don't even know if there's anyone going to be showing up. But I wanted to talk a little wrestling tonight. There's a couple things that I had on my mind that I was going to make a separate video about, but I was like, I'm lazy and I don't. Why not? Let's the microphone. Hello, yes, and welcome. Let's just do a live hangout type deal. I know my buddy Ryan does these all the times. New guy, Ryan, if you will. So it's like, hey, let's try it that way. I need to figure out how to tweet this out so people do want to show up. Hey, how you going? How you doing? Is that the thing? I'm new to this. There's no viewers, so that's good. But someone's gonna watch this later, and it's not gonna be a video. It's gonna be, what's it called? How do I open that? And all right, I'm gonna mute my mic. All right, hello. It's working. All right, let's mute that guy. How you doing? All right. View on watch page. I could tweet this. All right, hello, people. All right. I wasn't gonna make this like a whole live stream thing, but why not? And then I'll start talking. I'll put a time in the description for people watching later of what to go to if you want to. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I think the comments will come up right there. I don't know. Where's the comment box? If anyone is going to comment, I got a comment there. What's up, Mr. WWE Freak? How's it going? I am setting this up. I should have set this up earlier. I got my topics I'm going to talk about. And there's me. All right. I got this behind me just because why not, right? Yeah. All right. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're doing this thing. And I need to, why didn't it do the thing? That's a weird thumbnail. We're going to start this. I should have set all this up earlier, but stuff happens. Am I right or am I right? So, all right. So I'm making this because I'm live. If you guys didn't show up for the thing, if you're here, thank you very much. Basically, I just had a lot to talk about when it comes to wrestling, and I wanted to make a video about it. Twitter, it's killing the biz, if you will. I know Luke said this before. Luke Cage 29. Twitter is just like it's good because you can get your thoughts out when you want. And, whenever, you think of it, it's like, bam, there it is. But like back in like 2010, 2011, if you had an opinion or a thought or a question or an answer or a review, you put it on YouTube. Like you made a video and you put it on YouTube, whether it be like a podcast, whether it be like a, just anything you could think of. If it was a response to someone, you didn't just tweet it to them. You didn't just text it to them. You made a video. You sat down, you recorded the video. So, the fact that now Twitter kind of came about, it's I don't know, it's kind of killed the YouTube biz. So that's why I wanted to do this, because I could have tweeted all this like I was tweeting when I got the idea to actually do this. But yeah, here we go. So basically, one of the first things I wanted to talk about, also the people in the chat, how's it going? I'm actually going to talk about that Royal Rumble thing in a second. So I can see you in the chat if you're here. But one of the first things I wanted to talk about was WrestleMania in New Orleans next year. WrestleMania 34, WrestleMania 2018. It's going to be in New Orleans again. The last time they were there was in 2014 for WrestleMania 30. Now, lots of people are complaining, but well, personally on my timeline, everyone's rejoicing that they're going back to New Orleans, and there's a lot of people who I see are complaining about it, and the fact that they're going back there, after just 4 years. Is it 4 years? It's 3 years. I don't even know, but like, okay, I'm gonna say this for the WrestleMania New Orleans thing. If you don't like the fact that New Orleans is going back, or WrestleMania is going back to New Orleans, I want you to go check out Stevie Breach, RKO the Infamous NWO, Assault and Battery 777, Freaking I 88, their WrestleMania 30 videos. Click 30 if you will. Their WrestleMania 30 videos. Go watch the WrestleMania 30 videos, and just go watch those, because those videos, like those, just it looks like a blast. I wish I would have been there. Literally every time WrestleMania gets brought up in a call, or when I'm talking to someone, or just in general, it always goes back to WrestleMania 30. Nothing will top WrestleMania 30. WrestleMania 30 for them was like that was the peak, and every year they're trying to reach that. So the people who are kind of upset about New Orleans getting WrestleMania again, I want you to go watch those videos, and then tell me from there. From those videos, are you not fired up to go to WrestleMania? Because I know I was. Like, after those videos, it was like, good God, like I want to go to WrestleMania in New Orleans. And I was one of those people who said, like, as soon as you saw those, like, I'm never not going to go to a WrestleMania in New Orleans if it ever goes back. And it's back, and this is why so many people are excited about it, because it was such a good time the first time. And it's not going to be the same as WrestleMania 30, because every time, people are on that trip, it's just going to be like, oh man, do you remember we did this at WrestleMania 30? Like, it's always going to be, WrestleMania 30 is always going to be the beloved, trip. And I'm fine with that. I'm not bashing it or anything. I'm also not jumping over WrestleMania 33. That's actually a big part of this little live gimmick thing I have going here. But like, WrestleMania 30 was it was insane, because you had Daniel Bryan, who everyone wanted to win the Rumble. Everyone wanted Daniel Bryan to win the Rumble, wanted to win the title, wanted to main event WrestleMania. You had the whole thing with Punk that year. There was a lot going on, and Daniel Bryan was the fans' choice. And for once, the fans got a say in what was going on. That was like one of the first times ever that this was a thing that was happening. So finally, when Daniel Bryan beats Triple H, goes into the main event, and he wins the title, everyone's fired up. At one point at the show, Taker lost the streak. Everyone's minds were blown. It was so silent and everything like that. But then Daniel Bryan did the unthinkable, and he won the title, and everyone was all fired up. They went straight to Bourbon Street. Everyone had an amazing time, a blast. If you go watch those videos in general after WrestleMania 30, when everyone's excited and going crazy and getting wasted on the streets of New Orleans, that's a big thing about WrestleMania 30. If Roman Reigns wins the title at WrestleMania 34 in the main event, and everyone boos him, it's not going to be the same as WrestleMania 30. So I just got into a tangent, but if you are having, if you're mad that it's going back to New Orleans, I want you to watch those WrestleMania 30 videos from, Stevie Breach, or, Ravi, or Miguel, or Justin, and then, get a second opinion, because those are people who were there and they lived it to the fullest. So that's WrestleMania in New Orleans. I wanted to talk about that a lot, but because I saw a few people, saying different things. So that's for that. And then the other thing is John Cena's Instagram, which is the biggest dirt sheet of 2017 and 2016. I guess it's been going on for a year now, where Mr. John Cena, yes, John Cena. If you do not follow John Cena on Instagram and you are a wrestling fan, you are missing out, because he posts the most random stuff you'll ever see. He recently posted a picture of one Kenny Omega, right after the New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 11 show, which was an amazing show. If you have not seen Wrestle Kingdom 11, and maybe you're just if you're a wrestling fan who really hasn't gotten into indie wrestling or New Japan wrestling, I suggest going to watch that Wrestle Kingdom, at least the main event, the last 4 matches. It was a great show. I stayed up for it. I'm really glad I stayed up for it now that people are going crazy about that main event, saying it's the best of all time. Like, people are going crazy about that main event. And it's crazy how it's kind of grown a life of its own. And John Cena, he posted a picture of Kenny Omega, with his sunglasses, doing the Bullet Club thing, and people went crazy. Oh my God, is he going to, is he going to be in the Royal Rumble? Is he going to, come to WWE? What's happening? Everyone's going crazy, and I think that it's just. John Cena watched the match, or he heard about the match and how good it was. So he wanted to do, just say, hey, acknowledge the fact that he did it. I heard that Kenny Omega's contract isn't up until January 31st. So as after the Rumble, he's not going to leave New Japan, break his contract just to be in the Rumble. I think this is just Cena saying, Kenny Omega, I know who that is. And that's crazy to think that John Cena knows who that is in 2017. It's a big deal. And I think that's just his way of saying, yeah, all right, I've seen it. I've heard about it, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's typical Cena. It really is, because, John Cena is, he's the top guy. And the fact that the top guy is the biggest dirt sheet in 2017 is just hilarious. And then he also posted a couple days later a South Park character, Kenny from South Park, and it says, "I am Kenny." And if you really want to look into this, which is, I started to tweet this, but then I was like, why don't I just make a video about it? It says, "I am Kenny." So if you really want to look into this, let's think about this. If he's posted this picture of "I am Kenny," it could be him saying that he's going to be in Kenny Omega's place. He's going to lose to AJ Styles at the Rumble, and he's not going to win the title. Like, if you really want to look into this, that could be him saying, I'm not going to win the title at Royal Rumble, and we're going to go on from there. Like, it's going to be a good match, like the Kenny Omega Okada match, but he's not going to win the title. So it's like looking into these little things. Like, people will go crazy about these things. Just like last year when he posted a picture of a 14 with a crown on it, the 14th time that Triple H was going to win his title, or it would have been his 14th championship, and the crown, the King of Kings, whatever. And then more recently, Cena posted an O. Just an O. That could be Okada or Omega, just leading on the whole thing and stuff like that. And then he posted a picture of, I think that's Mega Man. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe he was playing Mega Man and he wanted to post a picture. I don't know. Cena's weird on Instagram, but that's what that is. So that's the whole Cena Instagram thing. I think it's just gonna be he's just having a fun time, and I think that's good for a guy like that too. Or, for fans to see that a guy like that's just, at this point, he's just whatever, all right, I'll just post these pictures and, get talks on the internet and stuff like that. So it's pretty funny. Let's do a swig of water for the working man. The next thing I wanted to talk about was WrestleMania 33. Don't forget about WrestleMania 33, even though 34 is announced, which I hate, by the way. It used to, if I remember correctly, it always used to be they would announce next year's WrestleMania after the WrestleMania here. Like at 33, they would announce 34. So I don't know. But I guess that, they like to do it in advance because they might leak or people might go crazy and, speculating. So they were like, hey, we're just going to announce it now. So WrestleMania 33, I was thinking of like, what the heck's going to happen? And if I was booking things, which could be good or bad, who knows? If I was booking things, I would do Undertaker wins the Rumble. He challenges Cena for the title, and Cena would win at the Rumble. He'd win the title at the Rumble, and then it would be Cena versus Taker, which everyone wants to happen. And after that, it would be, what's it called? It would be Cena versus Taker. Everyone would be happy, and I think Cena. I think Cena would beat Undertaker for the title, or no, Cena would retain the title, but he would beat Undertaker, which I think. It could happen. It's not going to be the end of the world if Cena retains against The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Ever since the streak ended, it's not huge if he loses at WrestleMania. I mean, it's a big deal, but it's not as big of a deal as it would have been. And then after the Taker Cena thing, you would have Strowman versus Roman. You would have Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. I could see that happening, or that's what I would do. And then Kevin Owens versus Jericho for the U.S. title, and then Goldberg versus Brock is already announced. So those are like my 4 main things. And then obviously you have Triple H versus Seth Rollins, which is probably going to happen. But then the Observer came out today. And if you don't know what the Observer is, Dave Meltzer, the Wrestling Observer, I'm sure that's a name you know. The Observer came out a couple hours ago, and people went crazy when he said that, the Cena versus Taker match is Cena. I said Cena again, didn't I? God. Okay, that the Cena versus Undertaker match is, wiped off the board. It's not a thing anymore. So what I can see them doing now is you have Strowman versus Undertaker. Now, on Raw, when Undertaker came out, he had his little spiel or whatever, and for a split second, they showed Braun Strowman in the back watching the Tron or watching the TV on that awkward side angle where it's like, hey, I want to be seen, but I don't want, you know what I mean? You watch Raw. So they show that for a split second, making me think that, like, bam, there it is. There's your WrestleMania match right there. You have Strowman versus Undertaker. You could easily do a thing where Strowman throws Undertaker over the ropes in the Rumble, and then Strowman gets mad and he throws over Taker. There's your match right there. The same thing that's going to happen with Goldberg Brock, in my opinion. I think that's probably what's going to happen is, Brock's going to, cost Goldberg the Rumble or whatever, throw him over the ring, vice versa. So you could do that with Strowman. So I mean, I don't know, but that's what I think they might do. And then you can do Roman Reigns versus Finn Balor for the title. Finn Balor, I don't know if he's, I don't think he's cleared for Royal Rumble, but you could always have him come back and say, hey, Roman, I never lost this title. Give it to me. And then you have the whole, a whole thing where, Finn Balor wants the title. He wins it back at WrestleMania. Everyone goes home happy. And that's what you could do. And then I can see, Cena, if Cena loses at the Royal Rumble, and then he wants to challenge AJ again at WrestleMania or whatever, and then I could see Cena versus AJ as the SmackDown main event, if you will. So I don't know. That's what I'm working with on WrestleMania 33. I think a lot of these can go different ways. Obviously, once the Royal Rumble comes around, it's going to be, we're going to know. It's going to be easier to tell. But this year, it's like, it's not, Roman Reigns isn't going to win the Rumble because he's in a title match. He very well could, but it's not guaranteed like in past years. And, there's not, it's not like past years where we knew that this guy was going to win, or we knew that Batista was going to win, or Roman was going to win, or Triple H was going to win. This year, there's a lot of options. So, I mean, let's see. Let's read some of the comments. John Cena versus Taker, or Taker versus AJ Styles. Yeah, I mean, I could see Taker versus AJ Styles. I don't know how you would do that unless you have Taker winning the Rumble and then going after AJ. Balor Reigns. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Or that's what I said. Cena Taker. Well, Cena Taker apparently isn't a thing anymore. Unless you do Cena Taker AJ. Yeah, I can see that. Braun Strowman. I feel like they're pushing Braun Strowman to the moon and back because it's Strowman, So, I mean, it's the Strowman. But I don't know what the heck is going on, because I think Triple H versus Taker, Triple H buries him. Heck yeah, dude. Let's see Triple H bury Undertaker. Bury him and he's dead for good. No, but like for Braun Strowman, like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like you can tell something's going to happen. You could tell when he was in the ring with Goldberg and when he was in the ring with Roman Reigns that something was happening. And I know because he's a big guy and everything that, and if they're going to do it, like they're probably going to do it now because in a year, he's just going to be a guy. And next year, he's just going to be the guy who, he's going to be in that Roman role where they're pushing it out there. They were like, you know what, we didn't do it last year, we're doing it this year. So I feel like right now, just do it. Like, just do it, rip it off like a Band-Aid. Just do it now, see where it goes, because I feel like that's where they're going. And honestly, if Braun Strowman wins the Rumble, if Braun Strowman wins the title at Mania, it's obviously not going to be the main event. Could you imagine? But I'm not gonna be too mad about it. I kind of like Braun Strowman all of a sudden. So hey, anything's possible because it's Braun Strowman, and I don't know. You never know. And then there was a very like there's talks of Samoa Joe getting a major push, if you will, and maybe he's gonna win the Rumble, maybe he's gonna be in the Rumble. I could see him being in the Rumble because if you think about it, you never know. Maybe he's gonna be in a role against Cena, or I don't know, against anyone. Kevin Owens. You can do a lot of things with Samoa Joe, and I feel like now is the time because in a couple of months, who knows what's going to happen? After Mania, what happens? What if one of them gets hurt, like Finn Balor? Just like for these guys like Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode, if you're going to hold them in NXT for a long time, they're going to get hurt. And I don't know. I feel like you got to get him now. And I know that Cassius Ohno, Chris Hero, he just came back to NXT and he's going to have a match with Nakamura probably at the NXT show before WrestleMania. But like, you gotta like Nakamura, like you gotta get him to the main roster and do something huge with him, like right now. Like I know that you want to grow NXT, but then it's not gonna it's not gonna get to the point of Raw or SmackDown. You got to do something now, otherwise, like, and with their luck, they'll probably mess them up. They'll probably be like, I don't know what to do with Nakamura. Like, let's just throw him out there against I don't know. I can't even think of a jobber. Like, that's what I'm afraid that's going to happen to Mr. Nakamura. But I mean, yeah, if Joe won the Rumble, I think it'd be awesome. It'd be crazy. It'd be different. You wouldn't see it coming. And another thing for the Royal Rumble, speaking of the Royal Rumble, I think Ty Dillinger has to come out at number 10. If he does not come out at number 10 in the Rumble, I don't even know. Like, they dropped the ball on that big time because, again, it's going to be the same thing. The Raw after WrestleMania, the SmackDown after WrestleMania, from here on out until next year, it's not going to be – everyone's going to be champion 10, and it's going to die. And there you go. You dropped the ball on that one too. So I feel like Ty Dillinger with the whole perfect 10 stuff, I feel like he has to come out at number 10 in the Rumble. Think about it. You get number 9, it's some guy, and then you get number 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, whatever Ty Dillinger's theme is. Bada boom. There you go. It's Ty Dillinger, and holy cow, everyone's going nuts. 10, 10, 10. And then he lasts 10 seconds. And then, there's Vince McMahon, Triple H with the shovel, and Vince McMahon putting the nail in the coffin. I don't know. That's what's going on with the Rumble. That's what's going on WrestleMania 33. That's what's going on WrestleMania New Orleans. It's there's a lot of things going on right now. Obviously, it's WrestleMania season, so anything is possible. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Who knows what's going to happen today? So, other than the certain things that what's going on with the WrestleMania week, there's not much left that I want to talk about because I pretty much already talked about it. But this was fun times, and yeah, I mean, Royal Rumble. I feel like they're gonna start passing out tickets. Like, here, you want to go to the Rumble? Here's some tickets. We need some more people because I don't know how they're gonna fill up that thing. Because unless I don't know, I think if Triple H was gonna win the title this year instead of last year, I feel like a few people would have went see Triple H win the title, but I don't know about this year. It's different. So That's what that is. So if yeah, remember the Rumble. Hashtag remember the Rumble. So I'll let the chat go for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna probably end this thing because I don't even know how long this has been going. It's been going for how long? I don't even know. Let's see. I can't. It doesn't tell me. After like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's pretty good. I just wanted to, get on here and give my thoughts about the WrestleManias and stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, WrestleMania 34 is a long time away, and who knows if it's going to be everyone's last one. And I don't know, but this was fun. Like I said, if I just planned on uploading this right away, and I know Tweet Ryan does this a lot. So for those who showed up, thank you. If you're watching this on the the live or the whatever the heck it's called, the replay, if you will, it's like a pay-per-view. It's on the replay. I thank you as well. So yeah, that is it. Leave me your thoughts down below. Here we go. When's the next Mania you're going to? I don't know. I mean, I'm pushing for WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, if that's going to be the last one for everyone. I know that I know, like, I can't speak for everyone, but it sounds like majority of the people who were at WrestleMania 30. When I say that, I mean like Breach, Justin, Ravi, possibly Miguel. I mean, who else? Like the maybe Phil, Nightmare 10 once again. The people who are at 30, it looks like a lot of them are going to go. I know that Luke and Zach are going to 33. They're going to have an awesome time at 33, and are honestly going to be the only ones to live through this year for WrestleMania 33. So if you're not going to WrestleMania 33 and you want some content, go over to Twitter. I don't know if Zach's. I don't think Luke's going to make videos, but I know Zach might make a recap video or something like that. So Zach Brown 19, who actually I think it's his birthday in a couple of minutes. So shout out to Zach and his birthday. He's gonna go ham. He's 21 today or tomorrow. And Luke Cara or Kara. I always do that. I know what it is. It's Kara. It's Kara. But yeah, if you want to go, they're the only people that I know going to Mania. I don't know if Miguel's going still, but as of right now, that's who we're living through for WrestleMania 33. So trying for 34, and if 34 doesn't work out, then I'll probably just look at that. House of Hardcore is on. What's it called? Impractical Jokers. That's funny. All right. Well, I can see where this show's going, unless the chat refreshes and I'm like confused. But yeah, 34 to answer your question, hopefully. All right. Who's making an entrance? I have that shirt right there. Tommy's in the chat as well. Hello, Mr. Jack and Tommy Videos. It's been a while. Sorry, there's something on Impractical Jokers, and now it's like, this is the end of the thing, but it's going to go up. So like in the video, like people are already gone. And if you're still watching this on the actual video, then hey, props to you, because I'm just sitting here watching. Well, it's over now, but yeah, I don't know who Tommy is, but yeah, I think that's how we're gonna end this thing. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions or anything like that, or if you have your Mania predictions or your Royal Rumble predictions or anything like that, leave them in the comments down below. And then also the people who are chatting away, yeah, maybe I'll start a new one where it's just wrestling talk and I'm not gonna know what's it called. Maybe I'll go on Periscope. I like Periscope, but then again, I'm using my microphone here, so it's kind of cool, Maybe I'll pull some strings. I'll stop this one. I'll go live again. Talk about a little wrestling and more wrestling talk. Get some other people's opinions, like that Ziggler one. Where they're going with Ziggler, who knows? Who knows? But thank you everyone for being here, and this was fun. I'll probably do it again. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later, and let's do the whole. How do I stop broadcast? I know how to do this. There we go. There it is right there. We'll end with that. Let's just there. You can read that, right? It's not backwards, is it? I don't know. Bam, there it goes.